Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's my birthday. Yes, I'm born on the 4th of June. By the time this uploads, I hope it's still my birthday. I turned 27 today, and I guess it's a big milestone. I had a great birthday today. It didn't go as planned though, because I got back from Italy very late because somebody forgot to check in. So I had to pay extra money to get back to the UK, and you can imagine that's an arm and a leg. Ugh, but other than that, I'm really grateful for me even being alive. I'm terrified of flying, but I fly because I like to like to explore different countries. So sometimes you gotta like fight that fear, but I'm just grateful to be alive, okay? It's been a minute, guys, since I've been on this channel. And sorry, I keep stumbling on my words because I've noticed like when I take a break from this page, and I then set the camera and start talking again, it feels so like, oh my God, like, am I out of my element now? Or, so I do stumble and I do bring up random words. But yeah, I just want to say, guys, if you are interested in crystals and crystals work well for you, you like wearing them, you want to bring certain intentions into your life, like love, money, self-confidence, increase of intuition, protection, then go over to otterspirit.com and use my code for a discount, Gemini M20. They work wonders for me. I have the 3 bracelets that I always promote, which are rose quartz, citrine, and green jade. They've worked well for me. I've brought love into my life. I'm in a happy relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel a lot more confident. And it's weird because I bought these with the intention of just seeing how things go. I'm a very open-minded person. I would never buy something thinking like, yeah, this is definitely going to work. I kind of say, you know what? Let's see how things go. Either it will work for me or it won't, but there's no harm in trying, right? So I'm just telling you guys my testimony and my review on it, okay? It could work for you, Yeah, but also today is my birthday. So on my other channel, Awkward Confidence, and if you don't know what my other channel is, the link is in the description down below. I have a new music video out called Feminine Energy. It would mean the world to me if you guys could drop a comment down below. I mean, that is the most simplest yet effective way to support me as an artist, an independent artist. I promise you I'll get better at my skills, okay? I'm working through things, exploring things, trying things out. I may even tap more into singing instead of rapping. Who knows? But as long as you guys are with me on the journey, that's what means the world to me, okay? So let's get straight into it. So I have 6 piles today. Pile selection, 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Pile 1, we have emotions. Pile 2, we have emptiness. Pile 3, we have authentic expression. Pile 4, we have initiation reversed. Pile 5, we have compassion. And pile 6, we have resolution, okay? All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna start. So pile 1, 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Let me just get these out the way. So pile 1, all right, so we have emotions. Okay, so how would others describe you guys? We have the 2 of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth sign energy. Where did the other, yeah, I swear there was another one that I pulled out. Yeah, the 7 of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have black, we have pregnancy, we have the rooster and the sunflower, which is communication. And then we have grounded, may the earth sustain you. So, sorry, I'm just trying to move this out the way. So, how would others describe you guys? Well, okay. Grounded is standing out to me the first, so I'm going to look at it. All right, I'm going to talk about it. People would describe you as someone who has a good head on your shoulders. Like, people feel like you're set for life. They feel like you make good decisions. Even if you yourself feel like you don't, you come across like someone who's sound-minded. Now, you could be putting on a whole show. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't want anyone to know I'm struggling. But you come across as very cool, calm, collected, not just financially, but also emotionally, physically. Like, people feel like you're secure within yourself. People feel like you don't get really jealous or intimidated by others. You're happy to support others. But people feel like you're very grounded and you have a set plan of what you want, okay? But we do have communication here. So people would describe you as someone who's very intricate when it comes to detailing things. You make sure you speak with clarity and understanding so that people don't mince your words. So I don't know, for some of you, I'm getting a vibe that, oh, I'm getting a call from someone and I really want to pick it up, but I'm in the middle of a reading. I'll get back to them. I don't know. I'll get back to them. Yeah, people describe you as someone who you're very good at communication. And it doesn't have to mean that you talk a lot. It just means that when you do talk, you really know how to articulate yourself. You may come across like you've gone to a really good university, or you've read a couple of books, or you just sound really well articulated and well spoken, okay? But people will describe you, if you are black, then yes, people will literally describe you like, oh, part one is black. But if you're not black, because I'm only saying that because black is here. If you're not black, people will describe even your aesthetic as very like dark. Like not dark in a bad way, but maybe it's like a dark feminine kind of way, or a siren-like energy, or like a gothic energy, or just like very like dark colors. People would also describe you as someone who you're not afraid to assert yourself and have those boundaries up, but you do it with so much class. People feel like you also may do things a little bit differently, because black is making me think of black sheep, okay? But with pregnancy here, people describe you as someone who you are always looking for opportunities, or you're always good at coming up with new things, new solutions. You are very abundant naturally, and you're very gifted in that sort of way. So that's how a lot of people would describe you. You're someone who's very fertile, okay? It doesn't have to be literal, although it could be if you have lots of kids. But you are somebody who, when you make an idea in your head, you bring it to fruition. You make that thing actually come to light, right? But yeah, I'm getting like an ambitious vibe. So we do have the Seven of Cups. So people assume that you are somebody who they would describe as someone who's very fortunate in options. Like you could go down this route in life. You can go down this career. Like regardless of what career path you're in, you can change it anytime you want. Like you're not afraid to start again. You're not afraid to learn new things. But you guys could be also presented with a lot of opportunities, or you could have a strong desire for wanting certain things in life. And you're like, I don't just want it. I want to bring it into fruition. I want to make it a reality, okay? So people would describe you as very ambitious. People would also describe you as very busy, okay? I heard wishy-washy and shallow, maybe for some of you, but that's just what I heard, guys. I'm clairaudient. I'm just hearing that. I don't know if that's true for everyone, but that's just what I'm hearing. Some people would describe you as shallow and wishy-washy, whereas I'm getting more like a busy vibe. So maybe you don't really have much time for everyone. So people may interpret that as you being wishy-washy. Like 1 minute things are great, and then now I'm not hearing from part one. You guys could just be very busy. But for others of you, some people may see you as shallow, as in you may have superficial connections, where it doesn't have to be connections in love, but just even co-worker friendships where you keep things surface level because it's like, okay, I got things to do. I don't have time to go into depth. So that's how people would describe you. But that doesn't mean that you are emotionless, because we do have emotions. You guys literally chose emotions. So people describe you as someone who is actually very deep. You have a lot of substance to you, but you don't allow everyone to experience that. Okay, so only a select few get to experience that. So you may come across as shallow to other people that you don't want to be close with, but people that you actually do want to be close with, you're very deep. People describe you as someone who's very emotionally intelligent and emotionally sound, okay? But somebody who little things touch you. It doesn't take much to really like get to the center of your heart. That's what I'm picking up on, okay? Which is beautiful. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, someone could be describing you as a lover girl or a lover boy, because I'm hearing I'd climb every mountain, I'd swim every ocean. Like people describe you as someone who's very devoted. Like whenever you are devoted to someone, you will devote yourself, or you are devoted to a thing. Okay, tunnel vision, tunnel focus, which leads me to believe that in relationships, you are most likely going to be described as loyal, okay, trustworthy, okay? But that's what I'm getting for part number one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me. I don't bite. Okay, so I'm going to move on. So pile 2 is 9 minutes and 47 seconds. You guys chose Emptiness. Okay. We have shadow. May what is hidden come to light. We have the badge and the ginkgo, healing wounds. We have royalty, but we have I'm jealous of you. Oh my God. We have next year. We have Three of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know why I just heard, because guys, I'm clairaudient. I heard fortune cookie. So maybe some people may see you as someone who has a lot of wisdom to impart, because when you bite into a fortune cookie, it comes up with advice, right? So you guys could have a lot of advice, because people describe you as someone to go through a lot of painful experiences in life, or you guys are just really well versed in a lot of things. So people often see you as someone who's a beacon of light that has a lot of wisdom, okay? Or they could also see you as someone who's very like you may have certain things going for yourself, but it doesn't take much for people to try and ruin it. So I'm really saying that because I got the jealousy card here. So you may be someone who's presented with a lot of opportunities, but things often go to ruins because people may psychically attack you, okay? A lot of people may be envious of you, and that's how people will describe you, okay? We do have the Eight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth sign energy. So people may describe you as someone who, people who, like, you're very smart about life. You've gone through a lot of shit in your life, like a lot of shit, and you've got yourself back up every single time. And because of this, it's allowed you to empathize with people and give good advice to others. We do have healing wounds. So people will describe you as an empath. You always know how people are feeling. You're very emotionally intelligent. You are somebody who people feel very understood by you. They feel like you have a knack for knowing about people, but you're also very healing. So I would not be surprised if this is my power that has attracted a lot of narcissistic people in their life. People who are in need of healing, and they take, but they can't give. But people describe you as someone who's very healing. People want to be in your energy, but you may also get drained from people. So you may be an introvert. So you may feel like, oh, I don't know, like I love to help people, love to be around people, but it does get draining, okay? But with the emptiness, yeah, people may feel like, yeah, you may not want to, I don't know, like people may feel like you, there's something about you that screams like, I'm not happy. Well, that's how people describe you, at least. They could be completely wrong. You could be like, Gemini Empress, I'm having a ball here. What you mean? But I'm getting a vibe that people may feel like there's something within you that is pain. Like you've come from a level of pain. You've experienced pain. You've experienced things in life that were not so nice. So it's almost like you're detached. It's like you have not much to give anymore in terms of like real in-depth. Like people know you are in depth, but now you're a bit more like selective with who you share that with because of what you've gone through. And people would describe you as someone who, yeah, you're not going to give too much energy to someone anymore. Maybe you guys have, you know what it feels like to give your all to someone and have it thrown away or not appreciated. So now it's like you don't really, you give the bare minimum sometimes, okay? Like, because I'm not gonna lie, when I looked at the emptiness card, I did hear, yes, give us nothing, you know, like in my head. So it's almost like, yeah, you may be someone who doesn't really initiate conversations, or you don't really go above and beyond to really do too much for others. You don't mind helping people, but usually when they ask for it and you really feel like, okay, I can help this person. I'm very sure about helping this person. But other than that, it's like, yeah, like people feel like you, some people may describe you as someone who's selective. Like you may hide your personality with certain people and give them nothing, okay? But that may be stemming from, you know, paranoia or fears of like someone playing you, you know? People describe you as someone who is very like strong, but in a way where they know you've gone through something and you are the way that you are, like you're very wise. Because we do have shadow, may what is hidden come to light. So people describe you as very secretive. Maybe you have trauma, and the way these people would describe you is someone who you work through your trauma, but in a way where it's kind of like you kind of withdraw when you go through problems instead of ask people for help, you know? But people would describe you as very eloquent with the royalty, someone who's destined to do well in life. I feel like there's something about your energy that screams, I have self-respect. So people will describe you as someone who's very like worthy of respect. And I personally think everyone is. But society doesn't work that way. But you were one of the people that a lot of people will be like, yeah, that's someone who I respect. Okay, I don't know what that's meant to mean, but that is how people would describe you. We do have I'm jealous of you, so at the back of it. So I get like a lot of people would feel jealous of you, and people would describe you as someone who you are an object of envy. There is a lot to envy about you. It's your intelligence. It's the fact that you don't allow anyone to manipulate you. You don't even have to give much to people, but people will automatically want to give to you. But now it's like, it's probably come at a time where now you don't even care. You're detached from it. But maybe when you really needed that love, you really needed that support, you really needed everyone, nobody was there for you. So now it's kind of like, now you don't care for it, but now people would be willing to be there for you. But now they don't know how to break down your walls and your guard, okay? Yeah, because the Three of Swords, people describe you as someone who's been through hurt, but they would also describe you as someone who hurts others, but not in a way where you're malicious, but in the way that people feel like you are a heartbreaker because you may put up a lot of emotional boundaries, okay, to keep yourself safe. Okay, but we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So people will describe you as someone who's very consistent and a hard worker. When you put your mind to something, when you believe in yourself, you are tunnel focused. You don't wait for anyone else to believe in you. You choose to believe in yourself, and that's just how it is, okay? So people see you as very consistent. People would describe you as someone who's very dedicated and loyal, and what you see is what you get. Like, you're a very consistent person. You don't have to put on an act. You don't have to try and convince people you are, like you just are, okay? And people see that. But again, you still are the object of envy. So you may sense that, especially if you do resonate with being an empath, and you may tend to keep a step back, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting. But yeah, you have really, really big healing energy. People feel like they'll describe you as someone who's easy to talk to, and you are a great listener. I heard great life coach too. But yeah, I heard cinema. So people would describe you as someone who your life is like a movie. Like, they would pay money to watch your life unfold because they find you to be a very interesting but very mysterious person, okay? But that's all I'm getting. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me, okay? All right, so pile 3, we have authentic expression. Okay, so that was 17 minutes and 14 seconds. Okay, let's see. How would people describe you? We have memory. May you hold the past lightly. We have the frog and the lotus, which is metamorphosis. We have I'm jealous over you. Did I not just see that? Oh, the last part was I'm jealous of you. But this is I'm jealous over you. Okay, cool. We have April, which is Aries, Taurus season. Then we have fire sign energy with the 4 and the 8 of wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So how would others describe you? They would describe you as someone who's very real. Okay, you keep it real. We do have authentic expression. So you're not a gimmick. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. You are who you are, and that's just it. Like, you can't even convince anyone that, oh, this is who I am, even if that's not who you are. Like, what people see is what people get. Like, who you are is who you are. And people like it because it's unique. It's unconventional. It's one of a kind, you know? And it's like, it can't be emulated. So even when people try and copy you, it would never be like you because you are you. And everyone's different. Everyone just needs to be themselves. Okay? There's something about you that seems very nostalgic because we do have memory. So it could be your style or your vibe. You guys could be more old school when it comes to love, and that's how people describe you. But I'm also getting drawn to talk about your music taste. You may listen to old songs that are not as prevalent right now. Or your fashion may be a bit vintage like, or you may dress like you're from the 90s. There's something about you that's very nostalgic. But I'm also getting that people describe you as someone who they really miss being on your energy. They miss your time, they miss your presence, they miss you, they love your energy. And when it's not there, like, they really do miss you, okay? People describe you as someone who's always changing. So we do have metamorphosis. You guys could be Geminis, but I say that because Geminis are just known to always go through phases, me included. Like, right now, I'm in a pink phase, but I guarantee you I'll be over it. So people describe you as someone who you're always changing, growing, evolving. And this could be in the way of like self-development, or this could be more of a glow up. Like, you're always changing your outfits, changing your style. It could be either one. But people see you as someone who's always changing and growing and evolving. But the thing is, this is giving like X energy as well with the memory. Like, you have people from your past who cling on to you, especially with the I'm jealous over you. So you may have people who they miss being with you, but then they always like lose or fumble you. You know, it's kind of like due to their own actions. So people regret hurting you. So they describe you as someone who's worth the catch. You know, someone who's really, really valuable. And once someone has lost you, they've lost you for good, okay? Because you like to start anew. And I'm only saying this because of April. And April makes me think of new beginnings, Easter time, you know? So people describe you as someone who you're always going through rebirth after rebirth after rebirth, and people feel like you're a box of chocolate, like a box of chocolates. They never know what they're gonna get. You're very spontaneous. You're very out there. Like people just never know your next move, and people describe you as spontaneous. Okay, we do have the 8 of Wands, which is giving like a lot of energy. So people may feel like if you're on social media, you're very good at keeping up with everyone on social media. But if you're not, like people would describe you as someone who they have a crush on, someone who they want to talk to, someone whose energy is inviting. People will also describe you as quick-witted, very fast, just quick on their feet, quick on their mind. Like if someone says something slick to you, you always have a savage comeback. Like you're just someone who people describe as very savvy, whether it's tech savvy or just savvy in general. Like you're just very hands-on, or you're just very quick with it, okay? But you're somebody who, even if you guys procrastinate, I'm getting the vibe that you guys are very active people. You guys could go to the gym a lot and work out, but you guys are very active, okay? But we do have the 4 of Wands. So people see you as someone who's marriage material, someone who they want to celebrate with, someone who they want in their corner, somebody who they want in their team, okay? It's weird because I'm getting the vibe that you may be popular, but you may not know you're popular. Like you may feel like no one really like notices you like that, but a lot of people actually want to be close to you, but they may feel like you don't feel the same way, so they don't try, or they feel like they've made attempts but you didn't care. Like either way, I'm just getting a vibe where people feel like they want to be close to you because you come across as very grounded. Like people feel like you're always celebrating life. So you could, I don't know, the most simplest thing could happen to you, but you're like, let's celebrate. Like you're giving a vibe that you like to celebrate life, or it's very easy to be in a joyous kind of energy. But you still seem grounded. Like you're not afraid to go out for a party, accept an invite, but at the same time, you know when to say no. You know when to be like, no, this is my time to lay in. This is my time to like rest. I don't want to do this. But you're always going through many phases, but you are very authentic to yourself. 222s, I said that. So authentic. Like people feel like you're very real, very honest, one of a kind, but also very strange and weird in the most beautiful way, you know? People love that. Some of you guys could be Aquarius. But I'm getting like, there's just something that it cannot be emulated, and it's you, okay? Something about trousers is coming through. I don't know if you guys have certain trousers that look very different. For some of you, if you're born in the 80s, there's something about your time period coming through. I don't know why. Maybe that's the type of music you listen to, or the 90s even, or early 2000s. People describe you as someone who's very open-minded, okay? But that's what I'm getting. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me. If you want to join my membership, it's £99. It's £2.99, okay? So for pile 4, 23 minutes and 23 seconds, you guys chose initiation reverse, okay? We have miracle. May a miracle come to you. We have the lizard in the pitcher plant, which is stagnation. We have December. We have brown eyes. We have the tower, which is Scorpio or Aries energy. So fire and water. I'm just going to move these up. We have fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, with the 10 and the 9 of Wands. So 9 and 10 basically. Wow, okay. All right, so this may not be wrong, because I'm hearing I had a dream, I got everything I wanted by Billie Eilish. People may see you as someone who, like, you're always getting into something that is detrimental and unhappy and unsatisfying for yourself. It's almost like you make a wish for something, or you really want something, and then you get it and you realize, okay, this is not what it's cracked up to be. So people would describe you as someone who, forgive me, but may not have the best foresight. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but that is how you're being described, as someone who doesn't have the best foresight. you're also being described as someone who misses opportunities, or whenever calamities happen in your life, people feel like you brought it onto yourself. Now, trigger warning, that's not what I think, but that is what I'm picking up on what other people think. They would describe you as someone who, like, you're in hot water a lot, you're in problems a lot, or something doesn't work out for you a lot, but they feel like, oh, but it's powerful bringing that on themselves. Because I'm getting initiation reverse. So say, for example, in terms of love, right? You may feel lonely, you may complain to someone like, oh, when am I going to get married? When is this going to happen for me? But you have people who feel like, oh, you are the reason why you are single. You are the problem here. Whether it be, oh, you're not taking initiative, you're not going out of your way. Like, this is initiative reverse. So, like, you're not going out of your way to take people on dates or to accept people's invitations, or you're too picky, or you're in relationships but then you may have a problem with like how you argue or how you go about things, problems in the relationship, and that's why you're single. Like, people are saying that you are the problem, you know, when it comes to most of the situations that you're in. And that's just an example, by the way. But people feel like you don't take initiation. They'll say, oh, don't count on pile 4 for taking initiation. They're not. And this could even be friends where they feel like, oh, pile 4 may complain that no one cares about them, but then they don't go out of their way to check up on anyone, so why are they complaining, or something like that. You know, I'm just getting like, people describe you as someone who doesn't take initiative when you should. Okay, again, not my opinion, could be their opinion. Okay, we have miracle. May a miracle come to you. So yeah, people feel like you are very blessed, like you're given opportunity after opportunity, but people feel like you ruin it. So even in terms of love, right, people could mean that like you may self-sabotage your relationships, even if the person is healthy, even if things are looking good. They may feel like you are your own reason why things don't work out, because they feel like you find a way to deal with them recklessly, because we do have the Tower, which is sudden changes. So people feel like you're always experiencing sudden changes, but I'm getting it's more so in a negative way, because we do have December, which makes me think of snow time, especially in the UK, like very wintry, and it's the end of things are dying out, the leaves are dead, and it's, you know, it's very cold, it's the end of the year. Like, people see you as someone who you're always putting things to an end, or walking away from people, or pushing people away, or just always ready to detach from people easily. And we have the 9 of Wands, so maybe people describe you as someone who's emotionally unavailable, has their guard up, likes to keep away from people, because maybe you guys have not had the best of experiences. So people see you as someone who you don't want to get close to people, but then at the same time, you may be a regular human being where you may desire companionship, but it's like you may have really, really high level of trust issues. Okay, we do have the 10 of Wands energy. So people feel like you're always being plagued with burdens after burdens after burdens. And it could be because they feel like you're not good at taking initiation, or you make really bad decisions in life. Or some people may argue that a lot of people do not wish you well. So it's almost like you're having to fight off other people, and maybe spiritually or just physically, like you're having to deal with a lot, especially if you live with a family or your family, and like your family could be part of the reason why you're struggling, but it's like you may not have anywhere else to go. So because of that, it's like you have to deal with a lot of spiritual warfare, or just people just inconveniencing your life. Okay, people would also describe you as someone who's, with stagnation. People feel like you won't let things go, or you're not progressing, or you'd rather sit and complain about things and take initiation. Again, forgive me, trigger warning. I know this doesn't sound like the best message, but this is a message for someone out there, because this is just what I'm hearing, okay? It could be, if you know this does not resonate, please choose another pile, because I have people in my comment section be like, that doesn't resonate. I'm like, okay, it's not always going to resonate. And if it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? I don't want anyone to feel this way, but some people would describe you in that sort of way, where like things are stagnant, but they feel like you're part of why they're stagnant. Okay, I don't know what in pertaining to, but that's just what's coming up. Okay, but we do have brown eyes. So people would describe you as someone who I would say is simple, not bad, not like, oh my god, like you're a basic B. I don't mean it like that, but people describe you as someone who, like, you're very simple. Like, you may not wear makeup, because when I think of brown eyes, I think it's a dominant gene. It's something everybody has. It doesn't stand out. Nearly everyone, or most people, have brown eyes. So people describe you as, like, I heard plain Jane, but that's not a bad thing. So I just want to reassure you. But that's how people would describe you, as someone who, like, you like to keep things simple when it comes to your looks and how you carry yourself. But they may feel like you go through a lot of, like, problems, and you may be described as prideful. Like you may go through problems and not ask others for help, and people feel like, oh, see, this is why you're in your problems, because you're not out here asking for help. Okay, that's at least what I'm picking up on. Okay, so it's like no matter how many times opportunities are given to you, people feel like you find a way to mess them up, sabotage them subconsciously, and people are blaming you for that. Okay, that don't shoot the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. I don't feel this way about you guys, but that's just what I'm picking up on. If it doesn't resonate, choose another pile. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me. Okay, if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. Okay, 30 minutes and 20 seconds. You guys chose compassion. Right, so how would others describe you? We have stillness. May you be here just as you are. We have the bat and the hellborn, which is intuition. We have loyalty. We have popular. And then we have the star card, which is Aquarius energy. And then we have air sign energy, Taurus. That's not Taurus, Aries. Not Aries. Taurus and Aries? Maybe someone's a Taurus and Aries here. But I meant to say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Maybe that was meant for a reason. Okay. All right, so... Wait, I haven't even eaten my cake. I just realized. Sorry, guys. So, people describe you as very compassionate. You're someone who's very understanding, very empathetic. You guys could work in fields that are more geared towards helping others. So, counselors, therapists, psychologists, nurses, you know, that kind of job. And even if it's not that specific job, it's like, that's a job that would be ideal for you. But people feel like you're a very good listener. People feel like very drawn to you. Similar, this reminds me of another pile. Maybe pile 2, if I'm mistaken, or 3. But people feel like you are someone who serene. Like it doesn't take much for you to be happy, like especially when it comes to relationships. Like you may be low maintenance, and there's nothing wrong with that. You may be like, let's go to the picnic, let's just have a picnic date, or let's go to I don't know, let's have a movie night. Like you don't really do too much to be happy. Okay, we do have intuition. So yeah, people describe you as someone who's very intuitive, but not just like in terms of like, oh, I sense this, but more like intuitive in regards to people's emotions. And you can kind of have pattern recognition. So you kind of know when something is going to go down, even if you don't have evidence for it. Or you may have physical reactions to things when things are not working out, or something you shouldn't trust, or you have a gut feeling about something. People feel like you're very spot on with that. You're very intuitive. So people describe you as that. People see you as someone who's very quiet though. We do have stillness. So you're someone who may thrive in your solitude. You may need a lot of solitude. Some people, I'm not going to lie, trigger warning. Some people may consider this a form of laziness. They may feel like you can be lazy. But other people don't see it that way. Other people are seeing it in a way where it's like, you know what? This person just needs to rest and recharge. But people may feel like, why doesn't so-and-so want to hang out? Why doesn't so-and-so want to do this? Or, you know, but we do have loyalty. So yeah, people would describe you as a very loyal friend, loyal lover. You're someone like, when someone is there in your life that you care about, it's like, we ride at dawn. Okay, this is a ride or die shit. It's giving that. So people will see you as someone who they can trust. But we do have popular. So yeah, so people feel like you're very popular, even if you don't. You have a lot of people who are very much interested in your life, whether you believe it or not. Your name is in a lot of people's mouths, whether you believe it or not. But the fact is, I'm getting it's like you're a popular loner, you know? Even if you are extroverted, you are still a popular loner, okay? We do have the star card, so yeah, it's giving popular vibes. But you guys, this is also talk about healing. You guys may have a level of optimism. Even if you don't have it within yourself, you have it for others. Like you know how to speak life into others. And people describe you as someone who restores hope in humanity, or hope in them. But we have the 2 of Swords. So people may describe you as someone who you're very indecisive when it comes to making big decisions. You may panic, you may get overwhelmed. You may be like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You know? Like, oh my God, like, oh, do I do this? Do I go here? What do I do? Oh my God, this is stressing me out. So you may get overwhelmed. So people would describe you as someone who gets overwhelmed when it comes to making certain decisions, or you may spaz out every time and there. But overall, you are very healing. Okay. Very sensitive, I'm getting. So yeah, people would describe you as being very, very sensitive. I heard heartwarming. So you guys could be very good at making other people feel loved, but you may feel like it would be nice if someone was to able to return that favor, okay? But I'm hearing silly rabbit, so I don't know what significance that has, but some of you guys could be a vegetarian, okay? Some of you guys could also be someone who can be jolly and joyful when you need to be. I heard serenade. So some people may describe you as someone who they would feel a lot of love from, because they may feel like you are the type of person to be love a boy, love a girl, like dedicate something to them, and people do appreciate it. I heard morning, and I juxtaposition. So you could have two sides to yourself, but in terms of the morning, you may be someone who is an early riser, but you may not actually get up and do something. You may just wake up early and that's it. You know, so I'm getting someone who's received text messages from you that was really early morning and they're like so confused. That's just what's coming through. Like they may describe you as either an early bird or a night owl, depending on whenever you've sent these messages. Yeah. But that's what I'm getting. I feel like I can't really delve more into that. I feel like it's very blunt. So I don't want anyone in the comments being like, oh my God, you spend more time on the other cards and not this one. Like, it's just like, if the messages are coming out, that's the only message I can solicit, basically, you know. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm going to move on to the last part. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me, okay? Pile 6, 36, 36. Oh, synchronicity. We have resolution. How would others describe you? We have wonder. May you see the whole picture. We have the eel and the iris, which is safety. We have beautiful, but we also have ugly. I don't want to show the other card, but I had to be honest with you guys. It's there. We have intelligence, and we also have forgiveness. And then we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy, fire energy. Then we have the Knight of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So, how would others describe you? Well, they describe you as someone, you take charge, okay? We do have the Emperors. Like, when you want to take charge, you're going to take charge. You're a boss, okay? Some of you guys may have your own business, and if you do, congrats, okay? But people see you as a boss. They see you as someone who you can take charge. You're a boss, okay? You are highly respected, and people respect your hustle. Maybe you have this storyline where you went from nothing to something, or people know you've had to really grind for the things you have in life, but you have a lot of respect, and people will describe you as someone who's self-made or just really respectful, okay? People describe you as very wise, but you go internally. So you guys could be more on the introverted side, and some people think if you're introverted, it means you're shy, but you're not. Like, it's more like inner, you know. You guys may go within for answers instead of go externally, like extrovert, you know. So with the solution, people feel like you always have the solution to every problem. So people come to you for advice, but when you need advice, you may go within. And I don't mean in a way where you're always right, but you may reflect out loud. You may ask yourself questions like, why is this the way it is? I'm going to look at it from this side. I'm going to look at it from that side. And you'd be surprised, that's not a common thing. You know, not many people take the time to reflect. So yeah, people feel like you're very wise. Okay, we do have intelligence, so that does make sense. But on the back, we have forgiveness. So people may see you as someone who is forgiving, but you don't forget. It's like, okay, all right, we can let bygones be bygones, but I'm not going to forget this one thing. I've noted this, so now I know how to move accordingly when it comes to you. It's giving that energy, okay? But people see you as very intelligent, very smart, very grounded, and worthy of respect. They also see you as attractive and beautiful. But we do have ugly in the back, but I feel like the ugly there is coming from people who they just don't like you, okay? People who just don't like you, they'll make something up in their head. They'll find a way to justify it and keep it cute. You know, that's how a lot of people operate these days. But majority of people find you beautiful, okay? But yeah, we have safety. So again, with the groundedness, you guys could have really good finances. Like, you may not be rich. You may not be exactly where you want to be, but you have really good finances and you're very stable. But people feel like your energy alone provides that level of safety, okay? But people would also describe you as someone who you are very good at expressing gratitude. So not even gratitude for the things you have, but even things you see. So I'm being drawn to look at this sunset. So it's almost like you are the type of person where you could be one of the girlies where, you know, you see a beautiful sunset or you see the moon and you're like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. Let's take a pic. You know, it's giving that vibe where you guys appreciate the little things in life and you look at things from a whole new perspective. Okay, you guys could be very spiritual and that's how you're being described. But we do have the Knight of Cups. So people would describe you as someone who's romantic, someone who's sweet. And when you want to take initiative, you're not afraid to, but someone who you're not afraid to make the first kind gesture. So say for example, if you've just become friends with someone, you're not afraid to say, hey, I think you look pretty, or hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, do you want to come to my party? Hey, do you want to do this? Like, people see you as someone who's very friendly and very loving, okay, and very beautiful, very attractive. So that's what I'm saying. The whole ugly card behind it is just giving hater, okay? But yeah, I think that's all I'm getting. I'm gonna end it there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me. And yeah, take care. It's my birthday. And don't forget to subscribe and support my other page too. Love you guys. Bye.